Well, we do this at every panel. Like we give out freebies, so anyone who wants free stuff, go ahead and ask a question. Anyone?
Yeah.
I showed up late.
Okay.
Okay, Becca. Shadow Rising. Why is it being on hold? People are asking here on the website already. Robotech fandom.
They wanted Warner Brothers wants animated movies to be part of the marketing for the live action films. So kind of like how when there was a Green Lantern movie, they had a Green Lantern animated movie, a few months ahead of the live action movie to be part of the marketing, and so they're asking us to hold off on it until the live action movie schedule is figured out.
Okay, is that because of Warner Brothers, or you guys just decided on that?
Well, we worked on together on this. This is what we agreed on.
So in the beginning, you guys said, "All right, yeah, we're gonna be doing it right after Love Live Alive. We're gonna work on Shadow Rising," but that changed kind of then.
We'll still be working on it after Love Live Alive, but we just won't have like an official production schedule for it until later. I mean, we're still working on it, but it's not officially in production. So that's where we are.
No release date for Love Live Alive.
Not yet. We're still working on the animation, but we're not ready yet to announce what the schedule for that is.
All right. Nobody's asking.
We have one in the back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So is the movie gonna be its own separate like reboot kind of universe, or is it gonna be
The live action film?
Yeah.
Probably. I can't say for sure, but it's going to be introducing Robotech to a lot of people who've never seen Robotech before. So usually, in a movie like that, when it gets licensed for live action, it makes the most sense to start from the beginning, and introduce it to the audiences if they've never heard of Robotech before. So that's usually how it is. Although, I can't say for sure, just because technically Warner Brothers has the rights to do any part of Robotech that it wants.
So they licensed all 3.
They did license all of the 85 episodes for a live action adaptation. So technically they could start anywhere they wanted, but usually with these things, Batman Begins, Transformers,
They'll stick with the origin.
the Marvel movies, they start from the beginning. So yeah.
I got Daniel Chang here.
Uh-huh.
He's been waiting for Shadow Beta. Is there time when it's gonna come out from Toonami?
Don't know yet. Toonami's actually held it off for a long time just because they're actually waiting for the toy market to improve again. So, toy sales for a lot of companies went down, and they're just waiting until they think it's a good time when people have, more cash to spare, and they're so Toonami's just waiting for market conditions to improve right now.
This one.
In the back.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So just off the Toonami things, are we ever gonna see? I mean, this is a long shot, but we're gonna see more Southern Cross stuff.
More Southern Cross. I would.
At least merchandise wise, because I know like Toonami's doing more like obscure stuff, like Die Rugger and stuff now.
I wouldn't get my hopes up just because Toonami has done a lot of research on this as well, and in their opinion, Southern Cross is not as popular as Macross and Mosquito stuff, and so because of that, they want to focus on doing all the more popular stuff first. And even now, because of the economic conditions, toy sales have slowed down, across the board, and so they're just waiting for, again, for conditions to improve. And there's always a possibility. They don't want to say no for sure, but it's not on the high priority list right now. So yeah.
Back to the Southern Cross. Are there going to be any tie-ins with Love Live Alive with Toonami? I saw Dana right there on the with a new trailer. Dana with a new 15. Are you guys planning it?
Can't say for
Dana on a cyclone?
Can't say for sure.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Any more questions? Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, I got the guys
I know
online.
you're just like reading off of the message boards.
All right. I got Chris Collins. He says, question: will the original Sentinels comics ever be released in trade paperback? And not in digital form.
In digital form.
Not in digital form.
Oh, in physical form.
Physical form, yeah, paper.
I don't want to say no, but that's kind of a long shot right now, just because comics are all switching to digital now, and I think it was even somebody correct me, or somebody please help me along with the facts, but I think last year comics in digital form actually outsold physical comics last year. Is that right? Yeah, but it's slowly, the trend is digital comics are the future. Even if they didn't already overtake physical comics, in the near future they will. And so that's kind of looking like a long shot right now.
All right. Another question is Alejandra Ravine. She says, is there any word on the cast yet? The cast for the Robotech live action.
No, because we just got the director, and even then, we want to wait a little bit because the director has a lot of say in the casting, and so we kind of have to keep our mouths shut for a little while until Warner Brothers is ready to announce things. So yeah. Anyone else? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, I got Shannon Carballo. Are you guys? You were talking about yesterday about fixing the novels, the McKinney novels.
Yeah.
Which you said it was only timeline.
Minor things like the dates, that things occurred, and continuity fixes like the dialogue will say, or the novels will say this robot was here, but in the cartoon footage, it was a different robot. So it's minor fixes like that.
And when will these books be released, including the Sentinels?
Well, we're just working on the original 85 episode books at the moment, but probably Sentinels. We've been looking at releasing the other novels as well later on. So, but I can't give you any schedule for that.
This one has to do with legality. Is Big West or Shoji Komori involved in Robotech?
No, because Robotech is all Harmony Gold and using rights that we licensed from Tatsunoko. And Big West and Tatsunoko, when they co-produced Macross, they split up the rights, and Tatsunoko got all international rights for Macross, and because of that, we went through Tatsunoko to get the rights for Macross and to create Robotech. So our involvement is just through Tatsunoko.
So we won't be able to get that 30th anniversary Macross game that's coming out.
No, well, we could if Big West and Tatsunoko agreed to work together, but currently they're not, in the mood to work together. So because of that, we're not seeing any Macross released outside of Japan. So yeah, it's currently, it's just because if Tatsunoko and Big West could come to an agreement over over how to interpret what their agreement from 84 was, then, or 82 was, then we could have a lot of new Macross in the U.S. or anywhere outside of Japan. But unfortunately, they just decided to go into legal battles over it. So that's where we are. Go ahead.
Sound for Love Live Alive. I noticed there was no sound in the new trailer.
Yeah.
Michael Bradley, is he coming back, or are you guys going with somebody else?
We'd love to have Michael Bradley involved, but there seem to be some difficulties in working with him right now, so I can't really go into detail about that, but Yeah, I mean, I love Michael Bradley, and you know, we've actually supported him on some of his events, but you know, unfortunately, we haven't worked anything out yet. So maybe, you know, maybe in the near future we could, but at the moment we don't have anything worked out with him.
My own. So what music are you guys using for Love Live Alive? The new generation, the
Yeah,
1980,
using all the,
80, all the 85 episodes.
Yeah, all the music from the new generation at the moment.
Okay.
Including new, we're having some new orchestral music.
That's certain shirt.
Okay. Could you say who's doing it?
Not at the moment.
So I was browsing on the net like a while ago, and I saw from the 80s, you guys had, there was stuff from Dougram that was branded as Robotech. I don't know. So what was it?
Yeah, that was the models. Back in the early 80s, like, I think it was Tatsunoko licensed a lot of Robotech or Macross stuff to several companies at the same time. And that's why Transformers got the VF1 and called it Skyfire. Or was it Jetfire? I get those two mixed up. Jetfire. It was Jetfire. And then they licensed the model rights to Revell, and Revell originally came up with the word Robotech, and they used the Robotech brand to cover all these anime robots. So Dougram, you know, Macross, Orgus, you know, other models were all under the Robotech brand. When Harmony Gold decided to adapt Macross into a new show, they actually they licensed the name Robotech from Revell, and then eventually bought them out. You know, bought out the name Robotech from Revell and kept the name Robotech. But that's why Revell, you know, had those those Dougram models under the Robotech name. And you know, there were several other companies making, like, you know, laser gun, like toy guns for kids and calling them Robotech and stuff. But, yeah. So that's the explanation why. Any more questions? Emma?
No, I got nothing right now.
Got nothing. Okay, I thought you had like 2 hours of questions or something there. Oh, in the back?
In the 80s, when I guess we first got the toys in America under this Matchbox
Yes.
brand,
Yes.
they were horrible. Are the new brand going to be like that, or?
They were horrible just because they were meant for kids. Like, Matchbox really wanted to go towards, you know, the 10 years old crowd with the toys, and back then they thought transforming was way too difficult for kids, and that's why in some of the early promo videos for the Matchbox toys, you can see the Veritech fighter, and the legs would actually come down and it could turn into Guardian mode. But and that was in the demo videos, but then in the final product they took away even that much transformation, so it was just a jet fighter the whole time. Because they thought, you know, kids were too dumb to learn how to transform toys, and then, you know, Transformers came out. But the toys we've been having with Toynami, you know, they knew all the fans of Robotech from back in '85 are like 30 and 40 now, and so because of that, they aim their toys at people who, you know, have jobs now and have, you know, income to spend on toys that, you know, mom wouldn't buy this for me when I was 10 years old, and so you know, it's able to have you know, more accurate looking details because they can make the transformation more complicated, you know, because it's an older crowd, you know, and they're able to do sophisticated transformations. So right now, toy license is with Toynami. So yeah, so if you didn't know about any of the toys, you know, you can go check those out.
Or are they the ones that did the Masterpiece?
Yes, the Masterpiece collection, and currently they're working on the 1/100 scale Robotech toys. So they're about like this big. So go ahead.
Well, it's probably because of the toy market, but they did sell out on a lot of the Masterpiece bikes from the new generation, you know,
Yes.
the new stuff. Are they going to be doing any reissues on that? Do we know?
Issues? Probably not.
Okay.
Part of doing a limited edition is that you're telling the buyer that there's only going to be like 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000 of these ever made, and if you reissue, then you're
Right.
breaking a promise to that buyer, about how rare it is. So, yeah.
Every other company just paints another color.
Yeah, but that's kind of dirty. I don't know. Anyways, any more questions?
Will there be sweet Transforming Valkyries in the live action movie?
What?
Will there be awesome Transforming Valkyries in the live action
There
movie?
have to be, because otherwise, what's the point of having Robotech if you're not going to have transforming fighter jets? Might as well just go watch Stealth.
Ouch.
Any more questions?
Um,
Yeah.
Larry Furry says when you're gonna put up Jack Baker, what do you call it? Avatar in RT.com.
What? I thought we had one already. Anyways, next question. Anyone got a question? If not, we can just wrap it up.
Alright.
All right, thank you all for coming.